Modifieds are ready to dance.
Motoring into turn number 1, Smith and Mahaney. Here comes Jankowski up the inside. 3 wide move down the back straightaway. It'll be Jankowski blasting by Mahaney to take the lead.
Well, you talking about nailing an opening quarter. Kid Rocket 4th to 1st. Jankowski will lead the opening lap with a New Yorker. Oh, up on 2 wheels goes the 84Y. He hangs on to it. He will keep the lead. Drelos gets crossed up down in 1 and 2, and the 111's got problems. And he will stop and bring out the yellow at the top of turn number 2. We are yellow.
Ready to go back to green. Billy Decker alongside of his teammate Darren Smith as we go back to green into the turn. 3 wide, Sheppard, Maresca, and the 4 of Perego. Friesen not far behind them down the backstretch.
And Mahaney's not far behind Jankowski down here in the 1 and 2. Battle for the lead off of 4. Jankowski will hold him off. Keeping an eye there on Friesen and Sheppard, both trying to maneuver their way through the field. Friesen quickly from 11th to 7th. Sheppard right alongside of him here off of 2.
Yeah, Sheppard got by a couple of cars, and Friesen now moves up alongside of him as they work down the back straightaway. Sheppard on the inside, Friesen on the outside. Behind them, Maresca and the 3, Matt Williamson.
Yeah, Friesen sweeping to the top side here on Perego. Just ahead of him, Billy Decker was running the top. Now Decker switches to the bottom. Perego trying to motor underneath of him. Here's a good battle for 5th. Alex Payne is closing in on Darren Smith for the final podium spot.
Yeah, working into the corner. We got a 4-car battle now. Decker, Perego, Friesen, and Sheppard right behind them. Another battle. Maresca around the outside of Williamson, followed by Lehner. And here comes the 27th on the outside, Tanner Van Doren.
Yeah, TVD trying to get it rolling. He will take the 11th spot away from Lehner. As you see here, Alex Payne has gotten by Darren Smith for that final spot on the podium. Alex Payne, the youngest modified winner in the history of Utica-Rome Speedway as of a win last season, moves himself to 3rd. And you have Smith 4th, Decker 5th, Friesen 6th. Sheppard is 7th, Perego, Maresca, and Williamson, your top 10.
Yeah, Sheppard and Friesen and Sheppard both got by Perego. They're trying to move in on the next couple of cars ahead of them. That'll be Billy Decker and Darren Smith. Meanwhile, Jankowski fought off the challenges of Mike Mahaney to pull out to a small but comfortable lead. 3rd spot is Payne, 4th is Smith, 5th is now a battle. We got Friesen on the outside battling Billy Decker, followed by Matt Sheppard.
There you see off of 4. Friesen has put the whip to it up on the top. Sheppard will follow him up there. Friesen by Decker that time at the line. Now he'll drop to the bottom on the 91. Sheppard trying to cross him over. Decker motors right through the middle groove. Pulls right back up alongside Friesen for the 5th spot into turn number 3.
Into the 3rd turn now. Decker's in the middle lane. Friesen's way upstairs. Sheppard's on the bottom. Down the straightaway. Friesen will hold off Decker's challenge, and also Matt Sheppard behind them. Maresca's on the outside now for the 4 of Perego, and a 3-car battle behind them. Williamson, the 02 of Lehner, and the 27 of Van Doren.
Yeah, they're battling back there for the final spot in the top 10. You continue to watch here Sheppard and Billy Decker going at it for the 6th spot. Into 1 and 2 they go. Sheppard will try to roll the top. You can see at Utica-Rome starting to get that black slick there through the middle of the corner. Sheppard posted up on the top side. He and Decker alongside each other battling here for 6th.
Yeah, good battle out of the corner. The top 3 now pulling away. In another 4 or 5 laps, they'll reach some lap traffic. Meanwhile, Darren Smith now having to deal with some challenges from Stuart Friesen. Sheppard will now go to the outside and move around Billy Decker. Maresca ahead of Perego, and Jack Lehner now has moved past the 3 of Matt Williamson.
Yeah, Lehner got by Van Doren and Williamson. He's into the top 10 now. Friesen, meanwhile, is caught in the back bumper of Darren Smith. This for the 4th spot, working off at turn number 2. Friesen and Sheppard. Jeff, what are you saying? Peanut butter and jelly.
Yes.
They've been that way so far. Started 9th and 11th. They run 5th and 6th right now, and they're on the back bumper of 4th. That's Darren Smith.
Charging into the turn, Jankowski will now reach lap traffic, and Mike Mahaney is closing the gap a little bit now. Meanwhile, Darren Smith feeling the heat from Friesen, but Friesen now beginning to feel a little heat from Sheppard. Here comes the lap traffic now for Alex Jankowski. He broke.
Yeah, the 84Y off the pace here off at turn number 4. Jankowski braking here on the front straightaway. It looks like all 4 tires are up, I believe.
And Payne in the front row. Darren Smith has been having a great battle with Stuart Friesen and Matt Sheppard. Here they come back for the green. We've got 12 laps completed. Billy Decker on the outside into the turn of Matt Sheppard. Then we've got Anthony Perego battling with Michael Maresca down the back. We've got a new leader. And actually, we have the same leader into the turn as Mike Mahaney.
Yeah, Alex Payne timed it perfectly on the restart, but Mahaney rolled the bottom of 1 and 2 perfect. Drove back by him, Payne back to second, and now we got a 3-car battle here for third. Looked like Friesen was going to get Darren Smith instead. Sheppard will get them both, and Super Matt now to third, and Friesen trying to race by Darren Smith here for fourth.
Yeah, Sheppard got both Smith and Friesen. Perego getting around the 7mm of Maresca. Meanwhile, Alex Payne now putting a little pressure on Michael Mahaney heading into the turn. Sheppard now looming right behind them in third. Darren Smith now battling with Friesen down the back. Then Perego side by side. We got Decker battling with Maresca behind them. Here comes the Ginger Ninja Jack Lehner.
Jeff, it wasn't that long ago at Autodrome Granby, Mike Mahaney dominated, the first 40 laps of that feature. His tire faded late, he fell off. Mahaney now out in front with Jankowski pit side. Mahaney's inherited the lead, now trying to walk away from Alex Payne. Sheppard has got to third, but right now the 9S appears to just be riding there behind your lead duo as we go double box. Payne on the back bumper of Mahaney into 1 and 2.
Yeah, Alex Payne's going to look to the outside lane of Mike Mahaney down the back straightaway. Sheppard about 7 or 8 car lengths behind. Further back, Perego now putting some pressure on Darren Smith. Mike Maresca now battling it out with a 91 of Billy Decker into the turn. Multiple battles around the speedway, including further back in the pack.
But all eyes are up front right now for the lead. Alex Payne is applying the pressure, heating up the back bumper of Mike Mahaney here as they work off in turn number 2. Payne appears to be better in 3 and 4. He'll again put the whip to it on the top side. Battle for the lead off of 4, Jeff.
Here comes Alex Payne outside of Mahaney. He'll squeeze between Mahaney and the outside wall. Only enough room for a bicycle, but Alex Payne made it work, and he's got the lead.
That kid is a flat-out gasser, and Utica-Rome Speedway is perfect for him right now. She's juiced up, and Payne ripping it around the top side. Mahaney now in second. He'll file in line. Oh, we got a couple of cars. I think Trouchold clipped a Uke tire. Uke tire rolling through the middle of the racetrack, and Trouchold is backwards on the inside of the back straightaway. Fortunately, that Uke tire's come to a stop, so it won't roll into anybody's way. Just as Alex Payne had taken the lead away, we get a yellow.
With Friesen alongside. Here they come. Darren Smith and Anthony Perego in the third row. Billy Decker and Michael Maresca. Back to green. Friesen inside of Mahaney. He's going to go through the middle. Down the back straightaway. Sheppard got by Mahaney, but Friesen went right between the two of them, and he's second.
There is bite right through the middle of 1 and 2. We saw Billy Decker drive back around Friesen over there earlier in the race. Friesen just went underneath Mahaney and by Sheppard through the middle. And now, Alex Payne, you want to win your first STSS race? You're going to have to hold off the big dogs as Friesen and Sheppard go door to door for the runner-up spot.
Yeah, side by side. The top 2 on the all-time Utica-Rome Speedway win list. The top 2 on the all-time short track Super Series win list. Sheppard and Friesen. Sheppard getting an edge on Friesen. Stewart comes right back around him down the back straightaway. Mahaney, then Perego battling out into the turn with Darren Smith.
Jeff, the last time we ran the North Region, it was all 44 and 9S up at Cornwall and Mohawk International. Right now, they're putting on a great battle. It's for the runner-up spot. And Alex Payne has them by about 4 or 5 car lengths. Friesen, though, will motor off the top of 1 and 2. And around Matt Sheppard, he's got the runner-up spot now.
A couple laps ago, Sheppard looked like he had the edge going through the corners, but now Friesen's found something on the top. He's pulled away from Sheppard, and Sheppard is now going to the top to try to follow Friesen. Alex Payne, who had been making time on the outside, has changed his strategy. He runs the top in 3 and 4 and the bottom in 1 and 2, exactly opposite of Billy Pouch Jr. at Georgetown last Tuesday. And here we come down the chute for lap 22. 23.
Don't say that. Matt Sheppard loved what happened last Tuesday at Georgetown Speedway. Right now, though, starting a loose pace with the top 2, the 70 and the 44, right now appear to be the best 2 race cars as we start to close in. We complete lap number 24. Next time by will be the Elite Welder Training and Testing halfway bonus. And right now, Payne looking strong out in front. Friesen, though, trying to run him down.
Yeah, we got a long way to go. Alex Payne probably is saying, can't this be lap 50? Heading into the turn where it's only going to be lap number 25 this time for the young man out of Canandaigua, New York. Out of the corner, Payne leading. He's got about a 4 or 5 car length lead on Friesen. Then Sheppard in third. Fourth is still Mahaney. Fifth is now Perego, followed by Darren Smith. Side by side is Billy Decker and the 02 of Jack Lehner.
Payne got that $150 bonus that time by. He led the halfway mark. You continue to watch your top three all within half a straightaway of each other. They have put a good gap back to Mike Mahaney and Anthony Perego, who rounds out the top five. Friesen struggling on the exit at turn number 2. Here you see Jack Lehner and Billy Decker going at it. This is 7th and 8th on your screen off at turn 2.
Yeah, good side-by-side battle. That's been going on now for 2, 3, maybe 4 laps, battling amongst the top 10. Lap traffic will be coming up now. Friesen getting a little closer to Alex Payne, with Payne running the middle to bottom line in 1 and 2. Friesen's been staying on the top side, and now we got Tanner Van Doren slowing here on the front stretch. Yellow is out. Friesen was just getting ready to make a challenge inside of Alex Payne in turn 3 and 4, and the yellow out for Tanner Van Doren.
Yep, just as we had gone side by side for the lead, yellow lights come on. TVD, who earlier in the race was battling for a spot in the top 10.
We've got 27 down, just past the halfway point. Payne on the bottom for the restart. We go back to green. Payne will take his line to the bottom into the corner. Friesen's on the outside. Will he get a run on the youngster down the back straightaway? Sheppard is right there, then Mahaney and Perego.
Friesen will drive it in deep on the bottom, down in 3 and 4. Tries to throw a slide job. Payne beats him to the spot. Now Sheppard right to Friesen's back bumper. Payne opens up a little bit of daylight in the 70A, hoping the 9S and the 44 start to duke it out again. Friesen on the top side, Sheppard down on the bottom in 1 and 2. Again, they'll go side by side for second.
Yeah, they are duking it out. Friesen went for a bonsai move on Payne, and all of a sudden Sheppard was there. Perego now battling with Mahaney off the corner. Side by side, Sheppard and Friesen into turn number 1, with Payne leading the way. Now Sheppard and Friesen side by side, only 3 car length behind the leader, with Perego side by side with Mahaney.
Here comes Friesen again to the bottom, down here in 3 and 4. What a great race this is up front. Lap number 30 on the board this time by. Friesen's got a nose underneath Payne into 1 and 2. Payne tries to shut the door on him. Friesen goes bouncing. Here goes Sheppard on the top side.
Yeah, Friesen went through the bottom lane, got a little out of shape there, and Sheppard went to the top lane now, and Payne changes his line just a little bit. Friesen on the bottom, Sheppard on the outside. Stuart Friesen and Matt Sheppard side by side for second, with Alex Payne still leading the way. 3 cars under a blanket.
Well, worth $28 if you ask me. Payne motors off at turn number 2. He'll hold off now. Sheppard in the runner-up spot. Friesen rolling the top. Into 3 and 4 they go. Sheppard a little sideways. Oh, Payne shuts the door. They get together. Payne again holds him off.
Yeah, Sheppard went for a move on Payne, and Payne held him off. Sheppard will go to the outside out of turn number 2. No, down the back straightaway. Sheppard, after getting by Friesen now, will by himself work on Alex Payne for the lead. For a number of laps, it was Friesen. Now it's going to be Sheppard working on Alex Payne, your leader.
This has been absolutely phenomenal. All 33 laps, action-packed. It is Payne now rolling the bottom off of 1 and 2. The 70A starting to walk the dog on the 9S and the 44. Perego back and forth, and we got a war going on for 5th here, Jeff. Mahaney, Lehner, and Darren Smith in a 3-car battle.
Yeah, throw a blanket over them now. Maybe a tablecloth out of the corner. It's Lehner, Darren Smith, and Mike Mahaney into the turn. There are 3 across, 3 wide for 5th spot. The Ginger Ninja on the inside.
Oh, Sheppard's got a left rear flat.
Uh-oh.
I think Sheppard's got a left rear flat. I'm sorry, Jeff. He's still rolling, but I think the 9S has a left rear flat tire and trying to work through it. You can see that car really laying hard on the left rear.
He's still running, however, but he is losing ground on Alex Payne. Friesen still behind Sheppard. Meanwhile, Mahaney losing a couple of spots as Darren Smith and the 02 Jack Lehner both got by Mahaney, and those two are still side by side.
What an absolute wheelman. A flat left rear tire, and he's holding on to the runner-up spot. Friesen sees it, but can't get enough going on the bottom to get underneath of him. And all the meanwhile, the 70 of Alex Payne is driving away. His lead's up to 2 seconds with 14 laps to go. Boy, if Sheppard can even hold on to a podium spot, what a drive he's got going right now. Friesen back to his inside.
It's not completely flat, but it might be soft, or it could
It
be
ain't
a
where he
shock.
wants it.
It could be a shock, maybe, causing the left rear to go down. We got problems here in turn number 4, and this will bring a yellow out. Yellow out, turn number 4.
Where does the 9S go, Jeff? He's going to stay on the racetrack. The yellow's for the 98 of Rocky Warner.
I'm wondering.
I
I don't
think
know
it's
if
a
it's
shock.
Yeah, it's not a flat tire. It's a shock that's not 100% on the left rear of Sheppard's car, causing it to lean down on the left side. If it was a tire, it would be not allowing him to keep running.
I got a text. It might be the left front shock. Actually, you could see
27, 35, and 12.
that. Yeah, left front shock. There, you just saw it wobble. The left front shock is broken on the 9S of Matt Sheppard.
I didn't see anything. Do you think he may have clipped an equipment tire? I don't know. I'm just guessing. I know we can't tell everything from up here.
Yeah.
But after we started to see the 9S.
This was it, yeah.
Oh, when they got
Yeah.
together. When they got together off of turn number 4. Here you go. They came off the corner. The leaders got together, and that's what may have caused the damage to the left front of Matt Sheppard's race car. Looking at the Inzinger Performance replay.
All trying to chase him down.
Race number 194 in Short Track Super Series history. What a event it has been. Into the turn. Payne's on the bottom. Sheppard will go to the outside out of turn number 2. Now we got Perego 3 wide with Lehner and Friesen down the back straightaway. Sheppard will switch to the inside. Working into the corner. Here comes the
Friesen.
Ginger Ninja.
Left rear shock broken on the 44 of Friesen. The 3-wide contact, I think, just broke the left rear shock on the 44. It looked like the tire was still up. He will quickly hustle into the pit area, but I think that left rear tire was still up.
Motoring back to green. Payne takes his usual lane into the turn. Free. Make that Sheppard on the outside of Payne, trying to get a run down the back straightaway, but we got Payne and Sheppard side by side, and Payne will maintain the lead by the time they reach turn 3.
Payne was able to drive it in deeper down into 3 and 4, and here comes Anthony Perego. Perego into the third spot on the restart. He tries to go to the bottom on the 9S of Sheppard. Battle for the runner-up spot is now Perego and Sheppard. Sheppard holding them off for now. Lehner and Darren Smith, your top 5. Mark Johnson's up to 7th. Mark Johnson is rolling from the consolation.
Yeah, working out of the corner now. Jack Lehner into contention now. Yellow out, yellow on the backstretch. Brandon Laux in the 23 was moving slowly down the back straightaway. Looks like he might head pit side. It might be a left rear flat. Motoring down the front into the turn again. Payne takes his usual bottom lane. Sheppard in the outside lane. Sheppard getting a run out of the turn down the back straightaway, side by side. And Sheppard will inch in front of Payne. Try to grab the lead. He's ahead of Payne into the corner. He is now on top.
Yep, there it is. The 9S got that money restart off the outside. Now can he get away? Payne will try to go to the bottom. Perego, Lehner, and Darren Smith, your top 5. Smith's got company, though, Billy Decker and Tim Fuller. Fuller, another one from the Consi from 23rd.
Working out of the turn. Here comes Sheppard now on top. Payne trying to keep pace with him. Sheppard running the middle lane. Payne still glued to the bottom, followed by Perego, who's shaking off the challenges of the Ginger Ninja Jack Lehner. Battle for 5th now between Darren Smith and Billy Decker.
Go double box here. You see the battle for what is 2nd behind Matt Sheppard on the left side of your screen. Battle between teammates Darren Smith and Billy Decker battling for the final spot in the top 5. Smith rolling the top, Billy Decker down on the bottom. This a good battle here for the 5th spot as Payne tries to zero back in on Matt Sheppard.
Yeah, as I said, he's not letting Sheppard run away to hide. Sheppard with a wounded race car. Payne about 4 car lengths behind him. Sheppard not up as high as he had been earlier when he was trying to get around Payne, but he timed that restart perfectly and had the lead by the time they hit turn 3. Billy Decker inside of Aaron Smith makes the move. Then we got Timmy Fuller. Then we got Mark Johnson battling it out with Michael Moreska into the turn. Sheppard continuing to lead Payne and the 4 of Perego.
I think Payne's best shot, the bottom, appears to be the better groove down here in 1 and 2. Sheppard is too tight to try and roll the bottom, but he's keeping pace with Payne down in 3 and 4. The 70 inching closer to him in 1 and 2. Joe Chris will wave hello this time by. 5 laps to go, and the 9S putting on an absolute clinic as a race car driver right now.
5 laps to go. We got Sheppard with about a 6-car length lead on Payne down the back, then Perego, then we got Lehner further back. We got Mark Johnson still battling it out with Aaron Smith, and Michael Moreska into the turn. Will go inside the final 5 for Matt Sheppard.
4 laps to go, 3/4 of a second, the difference between your lead duo. Payne trying to do some things different, but it is not working. The 9S is keeping him at bay and now starting to stretch it out. Matt Sheppard leading Payne and Perego, your top 3. We've got 3 laps to go. Mark Johnson trying to take 7th away from Darren Smith.
Yeah, action still raging all throughout the pack. Meanwhile, Sheppard enjoying what has probably been his biggest advantage since he took the lead down the back straightaway. Payne still 2nd and Perego 3rd.
Working off at turn number 4, he will come to the twin sticks 2 more times around. His lead at 9/10 of a second. He is slowly pulling away off at turn number 2 down the back straightaway.
Working down the back straightaway. Matt Sheppard continuing to lead the way. We'll get the Bears Performance Warehouse white flag. 1 lap to go.
Working off of 4, he will come to the white flag looking for win number 12 here at Utica-Rome Speedway. Into 1 and 2. It said he wins because of the setup. He's an engineer. He's this, he's that. Off of turn number 2 one more time. He's an absolute wheelman.
Charging down the back as we have
yellow.
Oh, we got problems right in front of the leaders. Right in front of the leaders.
Wow. Matt Sheppard is punching the steering wheel right now.
We're going to go to green this time. Here they come.
Green and white will fly together. The Barron's Performance Warehouse white flag will fly on the restart. Sheppard will go to the top. Payne will try to roll the bottom down here in 1 and 2. He leaves the door open for Perego. Sheppard's got him by 3 car lengths down the back chute.
Final circuit of the 2024 New Yorkers. We've got the 9S of Sheppard on the outside, Payne on the inside. They'll drag race out of turn number 4. The New Yorker will follow Matt Sheppard, followed by Payne, Perego, Lehner next across the line. Timmy Fuller will grab a top 5 ahead of Billy Decker and Mark Johnson. Wow, what it was. It was racing. Unbelievable competition. How about giving them all a hand? That was some fantastic racing here on the half mile tonight at the Home of Heroes. But the driver who has been dominating the action here at Utica-Rome for the last number of years, and he just took over the number 1 spot on the all-time win list, pulls another rabbit out of the hat in the late stages. He did it at Georgetown last Tuesday with a last lap, last turn pass to win, and he takes the lead here with about 5 laps to go, denying Alex Payne his first ever STSS win.